He was serving life in prison for a murder. Prosecutors had, after serving nearly 28 years in prison, a Philadelphia man was freed after authorities publicly acknowledged that police and prosecutors had evidence that pointed to other suspects. Chester Hallman III, 48, was released Monday from a state prison in Luzerne County, Pennsylvania. Philadelphia knowing. Hallman was convicted of robbery and murder in Haas' death in 1993 and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The victim, Ho, and a friend, both foreign exchange students, were walking home when two men tried to rob them. They pushed Ho to the... Hallman was pulled over about 4 minutes later after the first 911 call reporting Haas' killing was made. He was driving the Philadelphia District Attorney's Office recently said prosecutors and police had credible evidence linking at least 3 other people, including a person who was driving the suspect's SUV, to the crime for years. They noted that an anonymous caller told police the name of the driver less than 24 hours after the crime, but that tip was never shared with defense attorneys, prosecutors said in a recent court filing. Assistant District Attorney Patricia Cummings, head of the office's Conviction Integrity Unit, told reporters Monday that it was pretty. Hallman's attorney, Alan Tauber, said it was Hallman's charges are expected to be formally withdrawn on July 30th.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park.